In the world of mythology, we often talk about gods born from starlight or titans carved from mountains. But some of the most powerful protectors are born from human injustice. Today, we're looking at one of the most iconic figures in Chinese folklore, Zhong Kui, the king of ghosts. If you've ever walked through a Chinese neighborhood or visited a temple, you've likely seen him. A massive man with a fierce, exploding beard, wide, bulging eyes, and a scholarly official's hat, usually wielding a heavy sword. He looks like a monster, but in reality, he's the only thing standing between humanity and the 80,000 demons he commands. But how did a brilliant scholar become the ultimate ghost hunter? The legend begins in the Tang dynasty. Zhong Kui was born in the Zhongnan Mountains and was, by all accounts, a genius. He traveled to the capital, Chang'an, with his best friend Du Ping to take the imperial examinations, the highest honor a scholar could achieve. Zhong Kui didn't just pass, he scored the highest in the entire country, earning the title of Zhuangyuan, or top scholar. This should have been the start of a legendary career. However, when he was presented to the emperor, the court was horrified. Zhong Kui's appearance was unconventional. He was described as having a square face, fish-like eyes, and a terrifyingly rugged look. Because of his unsightly appearance, the emperor stripped him of his title and honors. Devastated by this cruel injustice, Zhong Kui took his own life on the palace steps, smashing his head against the gates in a final act of protest. This is where the mythology takes a dark, supernatural turn. When Zhong Kui arrived in the underworld, the king of hell, Yan Wang, saw the righteousness and untapped potential in the scholar's spirit. Instead of punishing him, Yan Wang gave him a promotion. He was crowned the king of ghosts and tasked with a monumental job, hunting down, capturing, and maintaining order over every evil spirit that escaped into the human world. Zhong Kui didn't forget his humanity, though. To thank his friend Du Ping for giving him a proper burial, Zhong Kui's spirit returned home for one night. In a famous scene often depicted in Chinese art, known as Zhong Kui marrying off his sister, he arranged for his sister's marriage to his loyal friend, ensuring her future was secure before he fully embraced his role as a deity. His fame reached the living world during the reign of Emperor Xuanzong. The emperor fell gravely ill and began having nightmares about two ghosts. One was a small thief who stole the empress's perfume and the emperor's flute. But then, a much larger ghost appeared. This giant spirit tore out the eye of the smaller ghost and ate it whole. When the emperor asked who he was, the spirit replied, "I am Zhong Kui of Zhongnan, the one who failed the exams but vowed to rid the empire of evil." When the emperor woke up, he was miraculously cured. He immediately commissioned the famous artist Wu Daozi to paint a portrait of the spirit from his dream. That image was spread across the empire, and the tradition of hanging Zhong Kui's portrait on doors to scare away evil began. Today, Zhong Kui remains a symbol of justice and protection. He is a reminder that true character isn't found in a person's face, but in their spirit and their actions. Whether it's during the Lunar New Year or the Dragon Boat Festival, his image stands guard, a scholar turned warrior who turned his personal tragedy into a shield for all of humanity.